Guns and Dogs, Guns and Dogs, Guns and Dogs, Guns and Dogs, Guns and Dogs. Welcome everybody to the first episode of Guns and Dogs. I'm your host Eric. Let's get into this. Roof! Today we're going to go over my new EDC, which is the Smith & Wesson Performance Center Shield Plus Carry Comp. Roof! That was a mouthful. Pause. So listen, for all you safety sallies out there, yes, the gun is unloaded. It's unloaded right now, but as soon as we're done with this, I'm going to load it back up because this is literally what I carry for defense. And I feel a little under-defended right now because I had to unload it. So I'm in a safe and controlled environment just to be in compliance with YouTube. So as you can see, there's nothing in the chamber, nothing in the magazine, rack, and we're good. Let's talk about how we got to this point. Back in 2012, Smith & Wesson came out with the Smith & Wesson Shield, okay? It was groundbreaking. It was right in there with the Sig Sauer P365. And then in 2021, they came out with the Smith & Wesson Shield Plus. All right. Last year in 2024, they finally said, hey, you know what? Let's do it even bigger. Let's come out with what they call, let me get this together, so it's a long name, the Smith & Wesson Performance Center Shield Plus Carry Comp. So the good thing about this and the difference between this Carry Comp and just the regular Shield Plus is you've got some slide serrations here. They got an updated front sight, blacked out rear sight. Is also optics ready. Now I used to carry the Shield Plus and it was not optics ready, and it shot well, but as I shot more with red dots, I said I'm never gonna get another gun that isn't already optics ready because I kind of swear by red dots now. Doesn't mean I'm not good with iron sights, because I really am, but the red dot just gives you that extra advantage. So another thing about this gun is obviously the comp, which makes it what it's called, the carry comp. It really does mitigate the recoil, in my opinion. I've shot maybe 150 rounds through this thing so far. I hadn't had it but about a month now, and I don't get out to the range as much as I wish I could or did, but plan on changing that pretty soon. So I got about 150 rounds, and let me tell you, the recoil is pretty much minimal with this new comp. The Shield Plus did a good job, the shootability anyway, with the way that Smith & Wesson designs their guns. I don't know what kind of black magic they use, but they've always done a good job. But the comp, like I said, takes it to a whole nother level. Then that front sight makes you pick up that sight picture really well. And then what I did was I went out and got the Holosun EPS carry. Now you've got the Holosun EPS, which is, I believe it sits a little higher, and it's kind of for the larger size pistols. This is the carry model, and it's just perfect. And I didn't even have to put a riser underneath there to make it sit higher. It just fit perfectly, and I'm glad I got this thing on here because it performed really well at the range. So pretty excited about that. The specs on this guy, it's about 4.1 inches high. And it's 17.9, just under 18 ounces, which is pretty good for a carry pistol. I mean, it's up there with the Glock, and I would even compare this gun to one of my favorite guns, which is the Glock 19. It's probably one of the best pistols ever made, the Glock 19. Size comparison, I would say it's really close, but where it shines, this thing is only an inch wide. It's 1.1 inches wide. I'm not sure about the specs on the Glock, but I've shot the Glock 19 for a number of years. I know that it's much more than an inch wide. And it still has the same capacity. And let's actually get into that. So this is the 15 round magazine here that I've got in here now. What I normally carry is gonna be what I call the Goldilocks. This is the perfect size, the 13 round magazine. It gives you a little bit more purchase than what you would have with the 10 rounder, which is this guy here. And with this guy here, my pinky just sits right on the bottom of it, which is fine, but if I really want to get a good purchase on the gun, on the grip, I want all fingers to be up on that grip. So again, that 13 round mag, well, okay, that's the 15. So let's talk about the 15. You got all fingers and a little bit of space there at the bottom. But where I like that Goldilocks is on the 13, and that's how I carry it every single day. I've been carrying this gun since I got it, since I first fired about 100 rounds through it with ball ammo and 50 rounds of the personal protection ammo that I used. And that was this stuff here, which I didn't know too much about, but the guy at the store, he said it was really good. So I said, well, I'll try it out. And you always want to try out what you're gonna carry in the gun at the range. Don't trust just because it's, oh, these are hollow points, so these will get the job done. Yeah, but will your gun fire them? So these perform really well. I really like them. And for the ball ammo, I think I just used some, probably some just regular white box Winchester. So let's get into the trigger pull. This trigger is upgrade from the Shield Plus because it is the performance trigger. It comes in under 5 pounds. I always liked the Shield Plus trigger. I didn't see much of a need to upgrade it, but I'm glad they did. It's a really good trigger in my opinion. So let's again verify that it is unloaded. Since we are about to pull the trigger, there is nothing in the chamber, nothing in the magazine. So there's a little bit of take up, then you hit the wall. It's a very short take up and then a wall, and then a crisp pull, and the reset is pretty short and tactile. I can hear it and feel it, and then another trigger pull. Pretty good trigger. Now, one thing I will say about the springs that they upgraded in this gun, it makes it really, really stiff. So if you're someone with, who struggles with the rack and the slide, this may be a little challenge for you. But I know why they did it. It definitely helps with the recoil, but it is really stiff, especially if you notice I'm using the sight. If I really had to use, the fishtail serrations, I could do it, but it's definitely a difference between some of the other guns that I've shot. But a really good trigger pull on this guy. I really like it. I would recommend it for ladies because of the overall feel and shootability of the gun. You're not gonna have to rack it that often. If you use this gun for defense, and let's just say you ran out of ammo, bang, 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 13 times, and you drop the magazine, pop the new magazine in, come over the top, that's as much as you're gonna be racking this thing. But overall, if you're really sensitive to racking the slide, then this probably wouldn't be a good option for you. But overall, I think it's a wonderful option for both men and women, especially along the lines of shootability. It's definitely, if you're recoil sensitive, this thing is going to be one of your best friends because it really does a good job with these ports, which I forgot to mention. The ports on the barrel and also, obviously, the comp. It's going to mitigate that recoil for you. All right, so let's talk about this holster. This is a We the People holster. I really like these guys, and it's really good quality in my opinion. They did have the option for the metal clip. I figured I'd try the plastic clip, and I plan on buying more holsters. So if the plastic clip didn't work out for me, I go ahead with the metal clip. But so far, it's been great. What I like about, when I look at a holster, what I look for is how easy does it go in? And when it goes in, does it fit snug and does it feel like it's locked in? And this holster definitely does that for me. It's really lightweight. It's really comfortable. There's no pinch points. I carry it about the 3 o'clock position, maybe 3:30, something like that. And there's no pressure points. Like I said, it's good quality, good company. I like this holster. All right, so let's talk about this sight. This is the Holosun EPS carry. This thing fit perfectly the first time around on this gun. It was easy to install. Didn't need any risers put underneath it to make it co-witness with the rear sight. It was just perfect. So if you're gonna get this gun, I would say to get the EPS carry instead of just the EPS model, because it's a little smaller. It's gonna fit in your holster better. It doesn't look all clunky when you go to pull it. You're not looking at a huge box. It's got a good window. And I'll just show you how that window kind of looks. Hopefully I can get it good in the frame without flagging myself. And that's how that window looks. Really nice. I love this thing. Put it back in the holster. And again, even with the holster, it fits well in the holster. Kind of protects it too. So glad I got this thing. I can't remember who I watched, and they said it was a good buy, and I agree it was. And I've got it upside down. But you see what it is. It's the Holosun EPS carry. Really good deal, under $300. Can't say enough about it. Really good. All right, so I appreciate you guys watching. We got a lot more coming, a lot more guns to review. I'll be doing a shooting review on this gun. It'll only be like my second time around shooting this, so you'll get kind of a first impression actually on how this gun shoots in my hands. Everyone's mileage may vary, but you get to see how well I do with it. And we've got some more videos coming your way. I'll also be doing an EDC video of everything I carry, not just the gun. You got to have more than just the gun on you. And so be looking out for that. Hey, thanks for watching, and see you next time on the next episode of Guns and Dogs. Roof! Bang, bang. Guns and Dogs.